More and more people are striving to introduce digitalization habits into their daily lives. Virtual communication, remote service, electronic payment services, and the provision of online services have become a common practice for each of us. Every day there are more and more companies that are trying to ease people's daily habits through various technological solutions. In many ways, COVID influenced the change in the mentality of people who began to consume quite a lot of online technological products. Trends in this area radically change the daily life of each person, so it is extremely important to actively monitor them. Of practical note in this aspect is the growing trend of the user moving from the real world to the virtual world, which is commonly called the metaverse. To do this, IT industry leaders create virtual platforms. Dozens of projects are being implemented, among which MultiMeta occupies a leading position. MultiMeta Universe is the only one that in the very near future will combine the exciting functionality of individual metaverse in a single virtual world. Today, I want to introduce you to the one who 2.5 years ago gave a new impetus to the development of Meta investments and sent the company's vector to the creation of Metaverse. Decentraland, The Sandbox, Seek VR are the most famous products of the company, created under the leadership of the head of the company, Thomas Sahat, and the top manager of MultiMeta, Jakov Shapiro. Hello, Jakov. I propose to present you to the clients and investment partners of the company. The main question that many partners have at the presentations of the company's product is, how do you know Russian so well?
Hello, I was born in Israel, in a family of Russian-speaking migrants. In addition to everyday communication, of course, language skills helped to develop constant communication with business circles and partners. Thanks to this, I am fluent in it, but at the same time I communicate freely in English and Hebrew. Despite linguistic abilities, innovative IT technologies, finance and investing have taken a special place in my life. At one time, I successfully graduated from the secular faculty of exact sciences of the leading Tel Aviv University. After that, the desire to search for new discoveries grew, and in the late 90s, I went to the United States, where the dot-com boom was just taking place, and there was a huge demand for ambitious specialists who are ready to offer ideas that are relevant not only today, but also in the long-term future. In the mid-2000s, I moved to Australia, where I worked as managing director and CFO of a number of venture capital firms. At 42, it became part of the New Zealand company Meta Investments, and after 4 years, we created the MultiMeta brand, under the management of which we are now creating metaverse products. For example, we took a direct part in the development of the metaverse. The Sandbox, Seek VR were actively engaged in the creation of Decentraland, Beidou, Horizon Worlds. I'm sure even the most unskilled user of online technologies know these names.
Thanks. Since you started talking about the current direction of metaverse development and your direct impact on these trends, perhaps then tell us about your formation in Meta Investments.
Having come to Meta, I was asked how I could help in the development of the company, and my answer was brief: automation of trading. Management said with a large enough degree of salt that a robot or program could not trade better than a living person. This became a challenge for me, and I convinced them. I created a program that tracked the news background, the news mood. In cryptocurrency, this indicator is now called the Grid Index. It displays the mood of investors, the mood of stock market participants. In the first 3 months of the program, we reached plus 3% of trades. I know that this was not a personal development, but a joint work with a team of IT specialists and 2 of my colleagues in studies. who also now work as IT managers in creating a MultiMeta Universe Metaverse product. After successfully implementing our developments and taking it as the basis for trading the company, I was invited to become the deputy head of the IT department. Almost immediately, I personally met the head of Peggy Lowndes, and I was pleasantly surprised how a person who created an investment business at the end of 20th century can perceive the trends of digitalized use so relevant, and most importantly, can so competently understand modern trends of technological innovations.
And what was your reaction to the acquaintance? What did you think then? After all, both you and she understood that this could affect not only the further development of new products, but also the development of the company as a whole.
I was in anticipation. I understood that I met a like-minded person who was ready for experiments and work for the result. In this, we are really very similar, which made it possible to build the basis for the implementation of actually ambitious and large-scale projects of high complexity. She clearly realized that it was necessary to step forward in the direction of technological innovations and development the IT industry of artificial intelligence. The main message of Peggy was the desire to create some. I received a huge credit of trust, financial support and all the resources to make an even more meaningful contribution to the development of the company. By that time, I had been following the development of Oculus VR for about 2 years. I've seen the potential of these games and platforms. Now the lifestyle of each person is becoming less and less mobile. There are more and more technological solutions and services that simplify everyday life. As a result, a person is constantly looking for new entertainment for himself, which is becoming more accessible. We at Meta know that Mark Zuckerberg himself has become one of your inspirations for creating products from MultiMeta. Tell us in more detail. 1.5 to 2 years ago, there were rumors that Mark Zuckerberg wants to create his own separate world for Facebook. I presented this concept weekly then, but my opinion changed after the whales of the stock market invited me to a closed event for very wealthy people in London. There, Mark introduced a product that everyone was left widely delighted with. It was supposed to be a new virtual world format. I have a clear understanding that the future lies precisely with projects in which you can combine all the current needs of people, from entertainment and buying goods to holding business meetings and earning money. As a result, work began on the creation of the best IT department. Now, our specialists are looking at several steps forward and are ready for bold decisions. They are globally more motivated compared to employees of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, as we developed an absolutely unique and innovative product. Perhaps now the above giant companies can offer a higher level of salaries. But already this year we will take leadership positions and in wages.
That is, this meeting with the creator of Facebook has become a turning point for you in the good sense of the word.
Well, you know, when Zuckerberg introduced the concept of the virtual world in 2020, I myself realized that it was necessary to create something new, and work in this direction is already at the finish stages. My team, my IT department, we have accumulated vast experience in such developments. We took part and are the fundamental link in the creation of Metaverse, which the whole world is talking about now and which I have already mentioned before. We helped inspired and confident enthusiasts create a small virtual world. Today we are creating a huge and unique metaverse, in the development and promotion of which everyone can participate, making money on this. We are looking forward and we are moving towards our goal. 2023 will be a turning point not only for our partners who want to make money with us. It will become revolutionary for the concept of the virtual world and the metaverse as a whole.
Are you saying partners can make money with you? How and what is needed for this?
Therefore, I propose to talk about it in the next videos or in offline presentations, which we will conduct regularly. Now I can only report that the marketing strategy was carefully calculated to maximize the popularization of the MultiMeta Universe Metaverse. At the same time, we want to reach the widest possible audience, from ordinary users to financial interested partners and large institutional investors. Already everyone who wants to earn money can become a partner with the opportunity to participate in the development and formation of the virtual world. Plus, we offer an increased yield relative to standard indicators at the level of 1% per day at the current stage of metaverse development. These are really impressive numbers, since MultiMeta investments in standard marketing offer only up to 14–15% per annum at maximum levels of financial investments. The proposed strategy will include both floating rates of return on VMA shares, which can reach 2% per day, as well as fixed deposit programs. The proposed strategy will include both floating rates of return on VMA shares, which can reach 2% per day, as well as fixed deposit programs, NFT marketplace, and many bonuses under the leadership program. So, for example, we will pay bonus rewards for managers of online structures up to $25,000 at the standard levels of the 10-level bonus program, and also up to $1 million at bonuses for managers of offline branches. Many international leaders are already cooperating with us. This partnership direction will certainly develop every month. It is planned to hold conferences around the world. However, I know that I would like to put the main emphasis on the development of the profitability program on the CIS market, since I myself lived there in childhood and understand the desire and need for earnings for people, and most importantly, the potential and resources for this.
What goals and objectives would you highlight at this stage, and what prospects do you see in the future?
The unambiguously key goal is to create a metaverse faster than the Meta company from Facebook will create it. Now we are 3–4 months ahead of them and plan to present a beta version of the product in early to mid-2023. At this stage, the full functionality of online meetings, payment for goods and services, binding to the top NFT marketplace will be successfully implemented. Surely everyone knows that Nike, H&M and a number of other major international corporations are starting to sell their products through the NFT. I'm sure that in a few months this will become the main direction of online business. We carefully monitor all current trends and will do everything possible to become leaders in each direction.
Jakov, we express our sincere gratitude for the time spent on us interesting information and wish you success in achieving our goals.
Thank you very much. I hope that we will meet again very soon, and I will talk about the new achievements and plans of MultiMeta Universe.
We promise to regularly cover the events and events taking place in MultiMeta and wish each partner high income as well as the embodiment of great leadership qualities. Join the MultiMeta team today and remember, MultiMeta units the world, the only and unique.